have some spotty showers in and around the city.
Meteorologists are going with warm but rainy forecast.
Yes, we made it up into the low 60s in many areas today, guys. So keep your umbrellas handy. Now the game tonight, 6:45 first pitch, will still be near 70, and again, spotty light showers at times. It's been a dry most of the day. By 9 o'clock, we're at 64. Here's what the Doppler looks like right now. You can see that rain moving into the metro, but really the most concentrated area of rainfall has been around Wayne County and Troy, and then down to Phelps County and Rowan, down to Reynolds County and Iron County. Zooming into the metro from St. Louis, it's been very spotty and light. One town, Troy, Millwood, before you get to that really good soaking shower tip. Also down on Cuba, Rolla by Burnham, and Westerville. We can't really rule out a chance of hearing some thunder tonight, and definitely tomorrow. But the stronger storms are possible Saturday. Maybe some severe weather on it, much more.
Yeah. See you then. The St. Francis County Sheriff's Office is investigating an officer-involved shooting. Happened overnight in the small town of Iron Lake. Deputies were drivers left into the crash. Once they arrived, they approached a camper. The person inside started firing at them, and they returned fire. One deputy had minor injuries. After a standoff lasting 9 hours, a man named Robert Taylor was arrested. He's behind bars tonight and other outstanding warrants in Jefferson and St. Clair counties. We're hearing from the family of former Missouri Representative Cora Faith Walker tonight. It's the first time we've heard from them since the city medical examiner released the cause of death yesterday. Walker died from a heart condition at a hotel in downtown St. Louis last month. Walker's family says she dedicated her life to public service and quote, "We once again issue our call for the community to remain committed and devoted to sharing Cora Faith's work."
When the name Boeing comes up, usually the numbers but if you're really an airplane buff, then F-15 will come to mind. Today the company added a new plane to its lineup, and it's being made right here in St. Louis. Here's 5 on your side, Tracy Henson.
In great circumstance.
The world's advanced train, the T-7A Rebel.
This plane is a big deal.
The T-7A is the Air Force's first all-new jet trainer since the T-38 Talon.
The Talon rolled out over 60 years ago. The T-7A is a much-needed addition to the force.
The T-7 is going to be the workhorse for Air Education and Training Command because in less than 10 years, over half, approaching 60% of our combat air forces will be flying fifth-generation fighters. This aircraft is going to become that.
It's extra special.
Here in second to none, revolutionize the way craft are designed and built around the world.
The T-7A ran on, digitally designed, and made in ST. Tracy Henson.
Silicon Department considers canceling
The price of housing keeps going up. Why experts don't see a market crash in the car.
This following cycle's test is sponsored by HSH's Symptoms Consulting. Here is you.
That's what your questions. That you
like contractors,
There's a problem in your neighborhood that impacts your family.
Has anyone been in touch
he
with
said
you?
this knowledge.
You ask the questions. Are you concerned at
Some
all?
other guys,
We need a solution, and you'll keep at it. That's our focus.
This
Because
knowledge,
no problem matters more than the one that
they
affects
said,
you.
look,
Fight on your side. Focus on you.
well, it's first and Egypt, small, short.
If you're
Well,
hurt by
it's-
accident
it
or
does.
injustice, you need
What's
to
the word?
talk to the law. You need to get what you deserve. Call 222-2220.
So I was a prosecutor, I go around. Raiding bag houses, bust up gangs, chronic conflicts over here. It's bad. What's in the back? Other police, ludicrous.
You're just great.
It's not welcome. Every family deserves to be safe. Crime is down the road because of police budget. I hire more cops every year. We've got more police officers than ever seen. Feel safe. Creates opportunity. That's the truth.
Place it, it's pretty good. You might have to light it off. You know what's going to happen if you get the light it off. That's
In St. Louis at the Fabulous Fox Theater. Get tickets at fabulousfox.com.
there's a reason there's people visiting.
Now, I am considering dealing with some debt reduction.
Tonight, President Biden considering some student loan debt. During his presidential campaign, he promised to forgive up to $10,000. In a speech today, he ruled out forgiving something higher, $50,000 per follower. He says he's looking at his options and will have a decision.
Tonight, the U.S. government plans to ban all menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars. The FDA says this will help people quit smoking. It could also prevent young people from picking up the habit. Menthol makes up more than a third of all cigarettes sold in America. The ban is expected to have the biggest impact on Black and minority smokers who use menthol cigarettes the most.
The FDA has another big decision tonight. Moderna is asking the FDA to authorize its COVID vaccine for kids under 6 years old. Children 5 and under are the only ones who can't get the vaccine right now. A final decision is expected in June. Pfizer is also prepared to present its own vaccine data for kids under the age of 5.
Up next, more people are spending more money on vaccines. What's keeping the price so high?
This is good. Well, some of these guys.
It was his idea. His father urged him murder.
I tell you, I can't wait. Somebody's got to pay for it.
She disappeared 20 years ago.
You're going to build my house.
Just give you back.
Hi, I'm Michael Sims, owner of Platinum Roofing. My family and I are so proud of the quality. So expected that from Platinum.
Remember, when raising salt on your roof, on your home, call my dad. He'll take care of you the same way he takes care of us.
Very important.
They're just, the kids are just good for
All the kids
We know, the kids are just
here
good
at St. Louis. On May 5th, take part in Get STL Day, a 24-hour day of online giving to benefit St. Louis area nonprofits. It's simple. Visit GiveSTLDay.org.
President Trump is right about elections.
You have to vote. You have to make sure you have everyone counted. Everyone is to count. You got to make sure they don't throw away any ballots.
But Eric Schmidt is wrong. Schmidt supported election integrity. He opposed requiring a paper trail for electronic voting machines. And Schmidt acted looser on election integrity. Trump is right, and Schmidt is wrong. Team PAC is responsible for the content of the sections.
So like, hey, your mom was having this.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder, make it work harder,
Hey, what do you mean?
make it your own. For more possibilities, find you in those. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy products. Plus, under $1,000 accessory bonds for the eligible purchase of Chevy Truck accessories. Chevrolet, and celebrate St. Louis area. You experience so many moments in their home, and Kidda helps you protect every moment. Materials in today's homes cause fires to burn faster, leaving you as little as 2 minutes to get to safety. So check your smoke and carbon monoxide alarms and replace them if necessary. Ensure that you have the right equipment for all areas of your home. Right now, get 11% off all Kidda home safety products at Menards.
Tonight, new data shows the economy is slowing down. Gross domestic product dropped nearly 1.5% between January and March. When the GDP goes down, that means the economy is shrinking. These latest numbers are the worst ones we've seen since 2020, when experts say the numbers are down because of the COVID surge earlier this year and Russia's invasion in Ukraine. Home prices are skyrocketing, and tonight the experts say the price won't be going down anytime soon.
CNN's Michael Laro explains why the problem is especially bad right now.
All you gotta do is stand up for 6 hours and like,
You'll be alright.
Erin McCarroll is a mother of 3. In the fight of her life, she says,
You'll be able to
battling
fit.
breast cancer. She
All
has
these
not one,
is
but 4 surgeries on the way.
Because you're gonna have to keep stretching, and then
She
after a while
also
you want to.
faces addiction.
No, it's like helpless. It's like being drowning.
You have to keep stretching, and then away.
McCarroll says rent for her 1-bedroom
All
apartment
these
just went up
is
from
later
$2,600 a month to $2,800. She tells us the bump is now too much to afford with all the
They can find
fees too. Rents, unfortunately, will
Once you
continue
get
to
a
be
sit on that
rise.
shot.
Richard Green at the University of Southern California studies housing markets around the world and says he doesn't see a crash that could spell
That's what you
relief
like to
for
sit on.
millions like Aaron
You got a
in the
position
near future.
I don't see where a crash comes from. Could you see a small decline? Sure.
We don't
5%
even like
sure.
it.
If it just keep rising, sure.
For real estate broker one, these are the crisis of sky-high prices is
Right, all I
profoundly
mean is
personal.
like,
The way I would
lay down ourselves.
bedroom, 2
That's
bath,
it.
very large.
Lisa remembers coming to California from Mexico 38 years ago, crammed into a single home with multiple families. He says the heart of today's problem
You just got to keep stretching.
that brings us to this spot in LA, where there used to be 1 home, now there are 13.
I see multiple families living here. I see families having grandma come live with them.
Green says he's more optimistic than he's been in 5 years that places like Houston, Minneapolis, Washington State, Oregon, and California are finally getting serious and taking real steps to build more affordable housing.
I think these things are helpful, but they're not going to help.
That gets Erin McCarroll, Widow Silence, a religious charity, paid her back rent hours after our interview. But for next month's rent, she still doesn't know what she'll do or where she'll go if she receives another eviction notice.
I don't have a place to go.
Don't worry about it, they won't be so bad. You got too many hats on.
I'm Mike Valerio, reporting from Mission Viejo, California.
Now, this afternoon, we dug through rental research data,
Hey,
and according to Realtor.com,
Like,
St.
hey,
Louis
hey,
has
you
one
get
of the
the
most
stretch,
affordable
it's not that bad. And it'll make the thing to get.
makes up less than 25% of household income. Still, the median monthly rent of a 2-bedroom
I don't
home
listen to these
is
people
about
like.
$1,400 a year for
Right
a
on the ground, give
It's
your
about
job
$1,200.
We'd love to hear from
Maybe
you.
you're-
Are you waiting on the housing market to crash before buying a home? Right
Time
now,
is good,
most
time
of
is
you
good.
say you are not looking to buy at just about 60%. More than the 5-year side
To those
apple,
people
that's
got a
$8,000.
license.
We were so spoiled. They just to see and hey, weather is taking
That
us.
was good. That was good.
Because it's St. Louis.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll need to tell us
It's
for
private.
sure. You know,
It's
the
private.
cloud cover was with us all day, the
I'm
limited
telling you,
rain. And now this is well in spring. You can see all the clouds starting to move in. They're moving pretty quickly too, at about 58 degrees there.
Whatever, the people that
Boy,
are
it's cooled down quite a bit. 72 was the high, 56
That's
the
nervous.
low. Nothing in the rain bucket at Lambert so far, but we are definitely seeing some rain
We don't want to be like,
accumulating and moving into the western portions
like
of the viewing area. Trees of the allergy index, mulberry, the highest offender
Or
there.
people are
And
jurisdiction.
mold is on the low side. Here's what's going on. One front is
The
moving
site
to the
is not
north.
across.
And we're starting to get warmer. That said, there's so much cloud cover and rain to our west.
That's how.
And you saw Belton Spring at 58 degrees. Columbia's at 59. Kirksville at 59. But St. Louis to Toronto are at 70. So limited rain as you get those higher numbers. So Warrenton right now coming in at 57. It's been raining pretty good there. Also around Pittsfield. And you can see on the radar charts, you're going to see the golds and the yellows. That's what we've seen. Some downpours in Phelps County and approaching Farmington. And then down around Cloverdale. And then down up around Lincoln County too. So let's zoom in a little bit. You can see St. Louis. But we do have some just to the west around Wildwood. And then Bridgeton to Fallon all the way to Detroit. Especially Lincoln County. On some good rain. So off and on showers. Can't rule out thunder. Here's the warning. Tomorrow morning, guys, we have a good line of showers and thunderstorms pushing through here. Not expecting severe weather on Friday, but rounds of showers and thunderstorms. And then in the evening, it will actually clear up a little bit. Then Saturday morning, a line of showers and storms, and then another batch in the afternoon. It could actually become severe. So we'll watch Saturday carefully, and probably spotty severe or scattered severe storms. But you can't rule out not only the hail and high wind, but isolated tornadoes are possible on Saturday. hopefully very limited.
That's why I like
Rainfall
snow.
looks like
Some
1 to about
guys
2
like
inches of rain.
Texas
So maybe this is a little bit lighter
Because
than
that's
the
part of it.
previous forecast.
That's part of
So
it.
that's good stuff. So
That's
it looks
open
like
to the
waves and showers and storms. And here is tomorrow's forecast. Rain at times, but also some dry time. And the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, May 6 to 12, below average.
So wait a minute, I'm
All right,
a sole
7 forecast
proprietor.
for Morris Day
I'm a sole
Saturday, with a chance
proprietor.
of severe weather
Fair
at
price,
Sunday,
fair price.
175. And
Yeah.
it looks like
That's
all
actually,
rain showers and storms. I think the
whatever
best day will
train
be
goes,
Sunday
that's actually site.
with a really nice
It's
sunny
actually
day.
train goes, that's
Yeah, highs in
actually
the
site.
70s.
And if
Great
I,
Sunday.
All right, thanks,
I
Jim.
was an asshole, was
Listen,
just.
Ryan O'Brien usually looks to pass first, but he might have a different
Don't
mindset
attack
tomorrow night
pass.
with Miles coming in week. Makers of with
Don't
that.
take homes, residents, personnel.
New business growing well since 1868. UC Bank, member FDIC.
Foundation damage.
Yeah, they want to have
Growth and insect infestations can all be caused by faulty rain gutters. Gutter helmets patented technology will protect and strengthen your existing gutters
People
for
are
a lifetime. Call today for your free
customarily created by him.
20%.
I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
That's right, it's me, Charlie. Wish specialist for Spectrum. Skip that wish train.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits. For a stronger connection, order them. Here. Plus, you get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe. Online, get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-499.
Why do we need all these remote?
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand and free Spectrum TV app. Sports, news, and more. Any device, anywhere. Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999. I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted. Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
Did you know that termites cost an estimated $5 billion a year? Annual property offers are complete defenses against termites and other common household pests. All made from the free inspection.
It's time to drive Monte Carlo. She goes to new regular floor by
Wants to
easy
like
air.
that Russia, he wants to flirt, he
Nothing
wants to
down.
flirt with you, he wants to flirt with young girl, and he wants to like kiss some like cheap toiletries, and he wants to buy like some new produce, some dairy, dry.
Cheap celebration event. Plenty of Chrysler Jeep Patriots to buy this Lumberg on Manchester and GeekCars.com.
That's what they're gonna have, it's when you're a good boy, you want to be an artist. Hey, they want to be like, they're gonna, we're not gonna have the young girl now. The young girl, oh. We're gonna have to have, basically, this guy's like 7 years old. Well, we want the younger
The
girl.
Blues will close out their regular season tomorrow night and
Where's all
also
the first?
Shimano Garrett's for victory.
It's not
They're
good.
playing the most underachieving team in the
I
NHL, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and Vegas will not make the playoffs.
It's a difference in you, it makes both of us out feel good.
And the Blues are playing for
It's
the
not really
home
like
ice
sex and
against the
fun.
Wild. They
It's
also
exuberance in
win
you, those old boys not good.
If they do,
I'm not gonna have like
the
young
Blues
girls.
have 9-20 goals for. Then on the first three lines, every player would have 20 or more.
That's what I already
Ryan
kids get
scored
sure.
on Tuesday to get
That's
to
what
19. I asked Ryan if he will shoot the puck every time he touches it tomorrow night.
Like the farmer is only at 4 o'clock.
They were just trying to say that.
I love those.
They would just tell everyone that just like, I'll just stand in front and just shoot off.
Is that like a big sexual intimacy?
Just information.
It's the exuberance of youth, those little boys not good.
Oh,
But that's your like, that's what
I got nervous things that I focused on and bigger things in my game and just scoring a goal.
And the Blues captain, along with his teammate Robert Thomas and Nolan Arenado, will be a part of a Superstar Sport Plus Sunday. Being with us at 10:30, we try to bring you star power every Sunday. Hey, the Blues have their first jersey sponsor, and it's the same company who is their helmet sponsor. It's Stiefel. It's a 5-year deal which begins next season. The sponsorship will mean a lot to the league, which has taken a pretty big hit because of COVID. Well, the Cardinals and Diamondbacks will begin a 4-game series tonight at Busch. And this is one of those series you just have to win. Arizona had the worst record in baseball last year, and their last place in the West this season. Dakota Hudson gets the goal tonight. It will be interesting to see the effects of the fight from yesterday. Will it galvanize the club? Will it jumpstart the squad? Another angle is, when it's going on, what are players thinking? I mean, a guy like Adam Wainwright wants to protect his teammates, but he can't get hurt. He told me this earlier today.
Crash Davis said on Bull Durham, you never punch a drum with your right hand with your pitching. You know, you go left. You go heavy elbows, knee shots. But you never go right pitching. That's silly, you know, because we just don't do that.
It's Thursday, so we're going live with 5 after 5. Right after the sportscast, I'm walking over to the digital desk to hit the 5 hottest sports topics of the day with Corey Miller. Join us on Facebook. Wainwright also said, Pete Alonso was the guy that people don't have. And he said he went to Pete and just tried to distract him by saying, boy, you hit one of them.
Well, Stubby clapped. Oh, the Cardinals coach brought him down. Little Stubby clapped.
And then Alonso said later on, so you can see what happens the next time those two teams go still.
We'll see. All right, Frank. One last check of the weather.
All right, so the rain is starting to move in now. Look at this. Big grass rain, especially Raleigh, Herman, all the way up to Lincoln County. So keep the umbrella sandy. Maybe some rumbles, some thunder overnight. Better chance of storms really later Friday and into Saturday.
And there you have it. 5 on your side at 5.
And who's next? We're back at 6.
There's a normal. Pretty normal. They don't want us to see this. Yeah. Just say down. It's because whatever. Let's see that.
Somebody with a hat must have scared him when he was a puppy. Congratulations.
Of course, it ain't you.
That's
Look at the hat.
So what? Give it to Mike and introduce him to America.
American? Stage right. There's one right again.
I'm talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about to fix it.
Well,
3 years.
What are they doing down there?
Hurry, I want you to try it because there's a lot of life left to be lived.
The way vicious
Well,
Richard Irvin has put violent criminals back on the street. One case, kidnapping so heinous, the gang member moved.
I don't want to say, oh yeah, that's one time. Keep talking like trash. The psychological trauma, the use of history of the past, it's what the Declaration of Independence is about. That's about. The psychological trauma is it's not that
Including here in the U.S. The reason behind it straight ahead.
hey, there should be plenty of time within the reason.
A hot button topic front and center inside the Missouri Capitol Thursday. Transgender athletes. I'll tell you about the legislation lawmakers approved.
Richard Irvin doesn't.
Oh my goodness, this mascara, fabulous.
So it's responsible. It's operation. There. No, that's just good.
St. Louis's largest inventory. Save more at Suntrup. Suntrup.com.
It's fun.
Tonight, the new shot of hope in the fight against COVID for parents and young children. Moderna asking the FDA to authorize emergency use of its vaccine for children under 6, the last group that still isn't eligible. How much protection does it give them, and how soon could shots go into arms? Also tonight, the new missile strike in the Ukraine capital of Kyiv. The race to rescue survivors trapped in the rubble. It comes just hours after a visit by the UN Secretary General. And the massive request President Biden asking Congress for $33 billion in additional aid for Ukraine. The Marine veteran returning home to the U.S. after that prisoner swap with Russia. Maybe years in the making. But what about the other Americans Russia is still holding? The surprise slowdown, the U.S. economy shrinking for the first time since the pandemic hit. Are we headed for a recession? The FDA moving forward with a long-expected ban on menthol cigarettes. How many lives the agency says it would save? And how serious the climate challenge? My report on California's mega drought. What's causing it and how it's impacting the food you put on your table?
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening, everyone. The wait for the COVID vaccine for the youngest Americans may soon be over. Moderna today says it's asking the FDA to greenlight its vaccine for children under 6. Approval of the 2-dose shots would extend COVID protection to the last group of currently ineligible Americans, the very young. Delays in fielding a vaccine for young kids have proved for many parents, especially as more Americans drop their guard against the virus. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, COVID cases in younger children increased by 43% over the last 2 weeks. Moderna says trials such as its vaccine is less effective than the adult version, but does well preventing severe illness. Stephanie Goss has more on today's announcement.
A year for adults was authorized. Moderna is for children to 5 years old that is safe and provides robust protection.
When we look at effectiveness, we see excellent level of antibody in these children.
But that
They want to get the link like, hey, that's a 6-year-old copy.
51% effective for ages 6 months to 2 years, and 37% for age through 5. Those numbers only tell part of the story. Conduct the trial.
No severe disease or hospitalization observed within the trial. We did see some infections.
And Rodriguez enrolled her twin 4-year-olds in part to protect vulnerable adults in the family. Businesses may reasonably could, but a majority of parents
I'm not sure. Wait for some other kids to get it first.
only 28% of kids 8 to 11 have gotten 2 doses. The FDA could authorize Moderna's pediatric vaccine as early as June. The CDC says 75% in any number of contracted COVID. Medical experts recommending even children who are infected with the virus should be vaccinated.
Number one, we don't know how long the infection induced in the US. And number two, vaccines don't just protect against the variant that they had. They can protect against future variants.
And now, after a long wait, the youngest among us may soon get that protection.
So, Stephanie, what about Pfizer? Will they be looking for a similar emergency use authorization for the pediatric vaccine?
Yeah, let's say they will. They're expected to activate anyway in the spring. Their dosage is less than Moderna, but the course is 3 shots instead of 2. That's right.
Stephanie Goss with that news tonight. Thank you. This evening in Ukraine, the capital Kyiv coming under a new attack, just as when Secretary General was visiting the city, while in eastern Ukraine, Russia is stepping up its assault. Kelly Kobier is there with late details.
Late tonight, 2 explosions and a desperate scramble to find survivors under the rubble. These strikes in Kyiv. Ukrainian officials saying 2 buildings were hit. A stunning bombardment on the city. Soon after the United Nations Secretary General met with Ukraine's president and toured Kiev's devastated suburbs, seeing the toll Russian forces left behind before they retreated weeks ago.
There's no way a war can be acceptable in the 21st century. Look at that.
And tonight there are new signs Russia's assault is gaining momentum in the east. This strike in Donetsk and another in Zaporizhia. In Kherson, now under unclear who's responsible for that attack. And then there's besieged Mariupol. The UN Secretary General said President Putin this week he agreed in principle to a rescue plan. But today, inside the steel plant where Ukrainian soldiers and civilians are, Ukraine's National Guard putting out this video digging wounded soldiers from the rubble after a makeshift hospital. Concrete busting bomb. In the ruins of the city, 100,000 people. Tonight the mayor claiming Russian soldiers won't let them leave. There's no water, no electricity, nothing. Clear bodies for retreats and exchange. He said. In Russian, he said the decisions are made by one man. He decides who lives and who dies.
Kelly joins us again from Dnipro. Kelly, we're getting late word movements near Mariupol. What can you tell us?
That's right, Lester. A senior U.S. defense official says tonight there are signs that some Russian forces are moving away from Mariupol toward the north. And all indications tonight are that they still don't have total control of the city. Lester?
Kelly Tilby, thank you. Let's get now to that new aid package for Ukraine worth $33 billion. The president is asking Congress to approve. Kristen Walker is at the White House. Kristen, the president clearly wanted to send a message to all this.
That's absolutely right, Lester. President Biden Ukraine aid package with a warning to Russia. Aggression will not win, threats will not win. The price tag is a massive $33 billion, more than double the entire aid that Congress approved last month, and includes ammunition, armored vehicles, and humanitarian aid. In a sign, the administration is bracing for a prolonged conflict. The package is aimed at lasting 5 months. The challenge now, how quickly can they get this through Congress, with Ukraine urgently pleading for more help as Russia intensifies its assault. Congressional Democrats say they want to link Ukraine assistance to funding to fight COVID, but Republicans say that's a no-go. The president also announced new sanctions against Russian billionaires today, and a plan that would make it easier to seize the assets of oligarchs. Buster.
Welcome, thanks. Questions this evening about that dramatic prisoner exchange between the U.S. and Russia. A Marine veteran held for almost 3 years. But another American is asking why he was let enter Michigan.
The first time in nearly 3 years after being freed from a Russian jail. President Biden agreed to a prisoner swap for a convicted Russian drug smuggler serving 20 years in the U.S.
We believe that he probably
The 2 prisoners traded places between American and Russian planes on a tarmac in Turkey overnight. Reed was serving a 9-year sentence for allegedly assaulting 2 police officers in Moscow. Held in what the family describes as squalid conditions, say causing urgent health issues. Their son works at a military hospital. But other Americans jailed in Russia are still waiting. Basketball superstar Brittany Griner arrested on drug charges in February. And businessman Paul Whelan, another former Marine, has served more than 3 years of a 16-year sentence. He spoke to his family last night from prison.
One of the first things he said was, "Why was I on fire?" And then there's not a good answer for that. My dad is 85, my mom is 83, and so as each day takes by, there may be different opportunities for them to actually see Paul every day.
The U.S. says Whelan is being held on false accusations of spying.
The espionage charge is clearly designed to extract some benefit from the United States. No question about it.
U.S. officials say Russia arrests Americans on trumped-up charges just to have hostages to trade when they want to get a Russian back. Lester.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Around today on Wall Street, the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ but it comes on the heels of some surprising economic news. New data showing the U.S. economy shrank in the first quarter after strong growth at the end of 2021. It's the weakest performance since the start of the pandemic. Tom Costello on what's behind it.
Tonight, further evidence of economic paradox Americans are living with every day. Strong consumer demand is prices skyrocketing. Everything from groceries to gas to cars to travel. And unemployment is at 50-year lows with plenty of jobs available. Still, the economy actually shrank 1.4% in the first 3 months of the year. The president insists the January Omicron surge played a big role.
We are seeing enormous growth in the country that is affected by everything from COVID and the COVID that occurred along the way.
Analysts say the economy unexpectedly contracted because the government cut back on pandemic-related spending and the U.S. imported more goods than it exported, America buying more than it sells overseas. Meanwhile, the war in Ukraine and China's new COVID lockdowns are worsening the global supply chain crisis. In South Carolina, Nepron Pharmaceuticals is now building its own production plants since it can't get enough supplies from overseas. It also has hundreds of drug companies, but must offer high wages and very flexible hours to attract workers.
Come whenever you want, stay as long as you can or as short as you can, and we try to pay you on every schedule.
So here tonight, with higher prices, higher housing costs, higher wages, and the Fed poised to raise rates again, the country could be pushed into a recession.
You've got workers that finally got out of the cold and into the warm by rising wages, and now they're getting on by inflation, having to take on an extra job to make ends meet.
So, Tom, given today's economic news, does that change expectations of federal wage interest rates next week?
Analysts generally still believe the Fed will raise rates by half a point next week and continue raising rates this year. Inflation under control. Higher rates mean new loans, mortgages, and rates on credit cards will get more expensive as well.
And then meanwhile, Tom, Apple and Amazon both reported earnings after the bell today. What do those reports tell us about what the economy is?
Good numbers out, but seven supply chain issues from China that persisted through the year. Amazon reported slowing sales as Americans start to get back to their pre-pandemic shopping habits.
A lot to cover tonight. Tom, thank you. In 60 seconds, gun deaths at an all-time high in this country, and the ban on menthol cigarettes in the works. How it could save hundreds of thousands of lives.
People with plaque psoriasis are rethinking the choices they make, like the shot they take, the memories they create, or the spin they initiate. Otezla, it's a choice you can make. Otezla is not a cream, it's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, you can achieve clear skin. Just allergic to Otezla, Otezla can cause serious allergic reactions. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if the history of depression or suicidal thoughts or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may start treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, should more of you.
Large oral cancer. Think about more this surgery can really leave a mark on the shoulder. Not to mention what it could do to your face.
You could quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
A disturbing new report tonight on gun violence analyzing suicide data. A study by Johns Hopkins University found overall gun-related deaths increased by 15% in 2020 to more than 45,000. That's the highest number ever recorded by the CDC. Firearm homicides soared by 35%. 2020 also saw a record number of gun sales. Tonight, a major move to ban the sale of menthol cigarettes. The plan by the FDA is aimed at saving hundreds of thousands of lives and will have a big impact on black smokers who use them most heavily. We get more from Rahina Ellis.
So that was Thomas's work.
The FDA has talked about the dangers of menthol cigarettes for years. Today, the agency is proposing to ban them.
The proposed product standards would, among other things, improve the health and reduce the mortality risk of current smokers of menthol cigarettes or flavored cigars.
Menthol makes up a third of all cigarettes sold in the United States, and a big overwhelmingly impact Black and young people. Research shows 85% of Black smokers use menthol cigarettes, compared with 29% of white smokers. The CDC says smoking is a leading cause of lung cancer. Black men have the highest rates of that disease. If this ban goes through, how significant would it be in terms of affecting the health of all Americans?
This is a landmark regulation that FDA is proposing. Our projections are that 1.33 million smokers will quit, among whom 381,000 would be African American smokers.
Tonight, Altria Group, the parent company of some leading tobacco manufacturers, saying in part, taking these products out of the legal marketplace will push them into unregulated criminal markets that don't follow any regulations and ignore many which could go into effect in a year. But it's expected the tobacco industry will fight it, which could lead to a long court battle.
Next, our series Climate Challenge inside California's drought emergency. The difficult choices farmers facing, how they impact the U.S. food supply. Your mission is to severe mental arthritis. Take on with Rinvo. Rinvo dramatically improves symptoms. Rinvo helps tame pain, stiffness, swelling, and concern. Rinvo can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvo. RA, your overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvo regulates to help stop the attack.
Rinvo can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections in lower class, some fatal cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attacks, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take an allergic to Rinvo, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvo. Make it your mission. Learn how Apple can help you save on Rinvo.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect.
I came, I saw, I counted.
Dude, you should really check out their team.
Just talking about it.
Yeah, you should probably get out of here.
What's one after another?
This is what people with eczema say about how their skin feels. When it comes to our skin, what if it could feel differently? Flora, for the treatment moderate eczema. Flora is a steroid-free cream proven to help clear skin and significantly reduce itch. Do not start Flora if you have any infection as it may lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you are being treated for an infection, have TB, or have been in close contact with have had hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts have been reported with Flora. In patients taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, immune system problems, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effect is pain and swelling in the nose or throat. It's a one-of-a-kind cream. So what could that mean for your skin? Ask your dermatologist about Flora.
Because the worst
Those
thing that
days of
happens
this false ad
is
against Richard Allen, check the fine print.
The new ad is by the Democratic Governors Association. Republicans call it rhetoric.
It sure is.
well, maybe they got
It's
$8 for
Darren Hayes and Jesse
broken
Sullivan.
vessel.
After all, they both
Read
supported
bugs.
Obama for president. Haley even admitted he backed Joe Biden. So the next time you see principals spearing Richard Allen, don't fall.
Visit them online for details.
Back now in our Los Angeles studio with our
There's a guy over there,
climate
son.
challenge.
Yeah,
The
guys,
drought
it's a neat-
emergency here
Yeah,
in
it's
the
neat
West.
buses.
Lake Mead, the country's largest man-made reservoir, is only about a third full, a historic low. It's so bad in Colorado that the Agriculture Department declared the whole state a primary natural disaster area, unlocking aid for farmers and ranchers. One of the problems, not enough
Only like
snow.
find a birthday guy.
It's also a huge issue here in California, where the ripple effect is severe. In California's San Joaquin Valley, these are days of hard choices for farmers. We had to cut out actually a couple of crops, and we had to cut back on our melon program. Joe Del Bosque has operated his farm since 1985. This, I think, is the worst year we've ever had. He's right. Water officials believe the past 3 years could end up as the driest in California's history. I look out here and I see a beautiful park.
They did it.
When you look at this,
The danger
There's a way of pushing it. I mean, we're not
we are in ground zero for the California drought.
They're going to start to report off for the line. Because essentially means that they're going to
Los Angeles
if you're
now
like
sitting
a private
at
enterprise,
53%
like social
capacity. To give you some
Well,
perspective,
you gotta
in
offer,
good time, the water should be
hand
nearly
wash
to
to
the
the
top of that dam.
No, it's not
California's
all.
Natural Resources Secretary Will Crowfoot says the snowpack in Northern California
That's
Sierra
all.
Nevada mountains says it all. What are the last measurements show?
Well, the last measurements are pretty
You
correct.
got it.
We have a lot less snowpack than
You
we
said,
have
no,
in
we're
the
not
past
like that.
due to higher winter temperatures. And then
Oh,
due
yeah,
to higher
that's
spring and
why
summer
that's what.
temperatures, more of that snow is either absorbing into very dry soils or evaporating into warm air.
Just this week
There's
alone,
a-
suppliers
well,
to 6 million Southern Californians declared an emergency.
You don't want to build a little
Limiting
body.
non-essential water
You
use, the
want
drought impacting
You're
parched
just under-
farmlands and American
Close.
dinner tables.
The tomatoes, the sweet corn, melons, things that we would normally have at the stores are going to be grown in a quantity this year than we're used to.
California provides
It is, like, it is,
2/3 of the
it's
U.S.
round.
supply of fruits and nuts.
We're blessed
We're
with
gonna
this
first-
Mediterranean climate here in California that nobody else has. And we can grow crops here that have grown well.
Farmer Bill Dietrich grows tomatoes, but not now.
The green
Tomatoes are
guys.
here because this water has got to be put to use on other crops that for us is less risky.
Many farmers partly rely on groundwater, but if it's not stored in the good years, it can leave fields like this high and dry in the bad years. Now, state officials are under pressure to do something. With farmers who complain that there's not enough being done to capture the water that falls during the good years.
Well, they have a good point. We have to do more to ensure that when we do receive these large winter storms, that we're capturing water, not only in our surface reservoirs, but pumping that water back underground. So, for example, we are investing billions of dollars in recharging groundwater basins, and those are infrastructure projects.
Time may have run out.
Cleans,
Down the road,
kind of
5
white.
years or 10 or 20 years.
And throw some
And what
tobacco.
we're seeing is a diminished capacity to feed our own people. And that's the tragedy here. We don't have the water to grow food that we could be growing here that makes it to the scale that we all shop at.
Hard times, hard choices. But for Joe Del Bosque, an unshaken belief in this
I don't know what
land.
they want
I
kids
never
to
fail
swim.
to
That thing is.
love what I see when we're planting.
Maybe it's not
See
like
the plants there in this great soil.
swim.
These soils in this area produces some of the best melons in the country.
It's like, hey, that's sometimes we're not
Water
worried
a
about
major
this.
challenge here in the West.
They're gonna deal with
Later,
it.
you know, a hero dance instructor who was now
Hey, well, the problem is, you gotta have girls. And well, you know, girls can do it, huh?
So
Emerge from fire. Fire is approved to help reduce joint symptoms in adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Some patients even felt less fatigued.
Serious
Perfect.
Trend 5 may increase the risk of
Well,
infections and other
hey, that's pretty.
Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms. Or
No, I ain't doing that.
Emerge Trend 5 with Trend 5.
Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Welcome to the future. Some assume
Hey, that's all.
but if there's one thing this country has always embraced, it's a challenge. And after almost 120 years of building for those teenagers,
You want what you need. You want to work on it.
by revolutionizing the audio and where they're assembled, natural words to fucking
They're around here. Hey, this was
Talking about my young kids, they put this in to drain the floor. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That's a lot more coming out than it did growing up.
You can put it for free help. Call 1-800 right now.
Doesn't your family deserve the best?
Eggland's best eggs, classic, cage-free, and organic. More delicious, farm fresh taste, plus superior nutrition.
Because the way we camp is anything.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists and has helped over 1 million people. It was proven superior in helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto with pregnancy, cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or allosteria, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE inhibitor. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, partners and seals and reviews, and you can pay for Angie to your customer. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, Dan, done. With my hectic life, retirement would be the last thing on my mind. Thankfully, Voya provides comprehensive solutions and shows me how to get the most out of my workplace time. Voya lets me feel like I got it all under control. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
COVID-19 and now you can too. By asking your healthcare provider if the oral treatment is right for you. Oral treatments can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms first appear. If you have symptoms of COVID-19, even if they're mild, don't wait. Get tested quickly. If you test positive and are at high risk for severe disease, act fast. Ask if the oral treatment is right for you. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too.
Next at 6, hospital workers fed up with today's paychecks. What's being done to address the problem? And Bo Walker takes the stand. With the man accused of murdering his pregnant wife admitted in court today. Coming up at 6.
It's silence.
Finally, we went from teaching kids dance to making trip after. Thanks, heroes.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear dancing shoes. We met Ms. Arshashko, who went to ballroom dancing school in Marietta. It wasn't so long ago you were using this to bring kids to the dance competition.
Yes, it was my big dream for a long time.
With Russia's invasion, changed its tune. For weeks, it was this same man on daring drives into the besieged city to get students and their families out.
It was a fragment of shell that had ricocheted from floor and get here. Shrapnel, yes. And this was
facing Russian checkpoints, landmines, and artillery shells. You could have just driven yourself out of there.
yes.
Why didn't you do that?
They gave you this cosmetic stuff.
Nazar said he couldn't see the kids trapped in Mariupol, collecting rainwater to turn to cooking with fires. He made multiple trips, rescuing nearly 100 students and their families, like Maxine and his mother. If it weren't for Nazar, do you think your life might have been in danger?
Yes, of course, because
so like those
very funny. This is the first my students, and they grew up with me, and all our school grew up. We made it together.
Nazar's old school now destroyed.
the
thing
student
is,
safe
part
is
of
determined
house,
to keep dancing.
so I really just want to have
NBC News,
sad is
Zaporizhzhia,
just remember
That's nightly news for this Thursday. Thanks for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
what we gotta do over here on the sunny side of the street.
Staff members at a St. Louis hospital say they are fed up because their paychecks keep getting delayed. Tonight, they're turning to Five on Your Side for help. Thank you for being with us. I'm Aaron Albright.
And I'm Mike Bush. Our Pepper Baker has been looking into this issue all day, and she's live outside of South City Hospital with more on how the late pay is impacting workers. Pepper.
Mike, yes, that's right. South City Hospital was formerly known as St. Alexius Hospital, and they had issues with payroll before the ownership took it over in 2021. Now, the workers that I spoke to, who all wanted to remain anonymous, say that this problem has only gotten worse.
People don't work at South City Hospital necessarily just for the money or just for the whatever. They work there because they love what we do.
Healthcare staff at South City Hospital serve an underrepresented population of St. Louis.
A lot of people around there don't really have access to primary care, so we are used as a primary care site, and we're happy to help people with all of those things.
That happiness is being challenged. These employees tell me South City Hospital management hasn't paid them on time since March.
The March time was only 6 hours late or something like that, but there was literally no communication that it's going to be late.
The next two pay periods, their checks ended up being a few days late.
I called HR. But she said, I haven't gotten anything either.
After the second delayed check, hospital owners sent memos to staff apologizing. After the third, they held a virtual meeting.
He came in and said that it was the payroll company's fault, but he could promise it was never going to happen. And I felt like it was not a promise he could make, it wasn't their fault.
Basically said that they were sorry and this would never happen again.
And here we are, supposed to have been paid on the 25th. I'm supporting myself and my kitchen. When I could shut up, I had been my daughter with him and I her friend house. Then one night I rented us other children.
These workers say it's affected morale, which impacts the needs of their patients.
We're not going to compromise patient care just because of that. If that hospital was to go over, where would those people go?
Management's latest email sent to workers today said that they should receive their April 25th paycheck tomorrow. It also said that provisions are in place to make sure that tardy payments won't happen again. We reached out to hospital